Las Vegas Raiders are a joke. They have maybe the worst quarterback and offensive line in the entire league, already trying their best to sabotage Ashton Genty's career. But with the new Madden update, we're gonna let John Madden take over as head coach, as today we're not stopping till he saves his franchise with a Super Bowl. But my God, this team's horrible. So I went ahead and forced a couple wins and mostly losses to get the Raiders to where they currently are in real life at the time of recording this, which more than likely they're probably gonna finish this season 2-15. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, with the current state of this team, this might be the toughest rebuild in all of Madden 26. Like, at least in this simulation throughout the season, a few players have progressed. Like, Genty looks like he's having a good season, but my God, Gino Smith down to a 68 overall. So I was able to generate best lineup and bring a few players back from the dead. But outside of Colt Miller, dude, this might be one of the worst offensive lines I've ever seen. Like, Ashton Genty literally stands no chance whatsoever. So outside of him and Colt Miller, like maybe Trey Tucker, maybe Jack Beck, and of course Brock Bowers, I pretty much need to replace every single position here on offense to have any chance of like even sniffing the playoffs. And as bad as this offense is, dude, the scary thing is that the defense might actually be worse. Like, outside of Max Crosby, obviously, this is XFL level. Like, we got Darian Porter, who could develop into something half decent, and Jeremy Chin is solid, but literally outside of our top 3 defensive players, again, we need to replace literally everybody. Which I'm actually shocked their team's an 80 overall. I genuinely don't know how. Like, I honestly think this team should be like a 75. But I say all that to say this, fellas, we are in for probably the toughest rebuild we can do in Madden 26. Thank God we got John Madden, because we're gonna need a wizard. Also want to note, we're not using any real draft classes. I pretty much know who's gonna be good and who's not gonna be good on the draft classes, so we're gonna stick to auto-generated to make it a little bit tougher. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead and simulate to the end of the regular season and see if we can secure that #1 pick. How did we win 2 more games? Just don't for a second believe we beat the Texans by 19 in Houston and then beat Jackson Dart and the Giants, and then allowed the Chiefs to put up 50 against us week 18. Oh, I really hope that didn't ruin our chances at the #1 pick. Hopefully everybody else got 5 wins. Here we go. God! Unfortunately, choked the #1 pick away, boys, as it looks like we're going to be picking with the 3rd selection, which according to the latest mock draft still has us in position to take a quarterback. I just don't know if Tyrone would be the right choice. Doesn't shock me whatsoever that we finished with the league's worst offense, and defensively, we're about middle of the pack. That actually kind of shocks me. All because of Gino Smith, and that's so funny because we did not have the real-life stats when I forced all the losses, but he still finished with more interceptions than touchdowns, so maybe Madden is a realistic game. Genty, though, what a season on such a terrible team. 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns, and what excites me about this rebuild, and what might actually expedite it more than what you'd think, is the fact in Madden Simulation, to have a good team and to be able to win a Super Bowl, you've got to have yourself a high-rated running back. And that's something we're never going to have to worry about with Ashton Genty at the helm. 21 years old after his rookie season, already up to a 90 overall. Hopefully you give him just another season or 2 and he's already at a 99 rating. I'm the biggest Ashton Genty stan on the planet. Let's go ahead and set him as a team captain. Dub. As mentioned, fellas, I just don't know what in the world we do in the receiver room. Like, outside of Brock Bowers, I mean, we might have to replace everybody. I mean, Trey Tucker, just in his 2nd year, is already up to an 80 overall. He's not that bad of a wide receiver, but with them having normal dev, and I don't anticipate that to increase at all, I don't know if they'll get into like the mid-80s, which is really what we need from a #1 receiver at bare minimum. I mean, maybe we could even trade him away for a draft pick. And this right here, my friends, is exactly why our defense somehow was middle of the pack. Max Crosby, 17.5 sacks. Obviously, the current face of this franchise. Also, I gotta say, Tonka Hemingway here as a rookie with 8.5 sacks. He's coming in as a 76 overall. Maybe we found ourselves a little decent piece here. He might have won Defense Rookie of the Year at those numbers. Which MVP goes to Joe Burrow, Coach of the Year goes to Benjamin. More worried about the Rookie of the Year, which goes to Travis Hunter on offense. Genty came in 4th. Defensively goes to Shamar Stewart. Tonka did come in 7th though. Dude, like, Tonka is such an elite name. Now I do want to go ahead and simulate past the Super Bowl and see if by chance somebody's depth trait can increase this offseason. Like maybe Genty become an X factor, maybe Tonka become a star. Now, as your Buffalo Bills win their first ever Super Bowl, the one big thing that jumped out to me is that salary cap. $150 million to spend this offseason, and always in year 1, the offseason free agents kind of suck. So I don't know where we're going to spend that money, but I gotta use it on something. In the meantime, do we have anybody retire after a terrible season? Yes, multiple. Landon Roberts, Raheem Mostert, Tyler Lockett. But what I care about is the future of this franchise, and a big part of that is dev trade increases. Looks like no nobody really changed on offense. Genty's still a superstar. Defensively, don't think we had anybody change here either, unfortunately. I was really hoping Tonka was going to go up to star, but still, as a second-year player, could still develop into something half decent. Now, I wonder if something we should do this offseason is look into trading away Gino Smith here. He's a 71 overall, 35 years old. Kind of shocked he didn't retire. Thing is, he cost a ton of money. We're like not strapped for cash, obviously, but he's still taking up like $60 million over the next 2 seasons, and I feel like we could get maybe like a 5th-round pick for him. We easily have the money to absorb his cap penalty for trading him away, so I think the move this offseason gets something for him. But fellas, we are at the point where this rebuild officially begins. Now, first things first, we currently have 23 players ready to renegotiate the contract. Eric Stokes here on the verge of becoming an 80 overall, very interested in joining, still in the prime of his career, so probably can get him for cheap, wouldn't mind bringing him back. While Adams can walk, Dylan Parham, maybe bring him back if he doesn't ask for too much. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick in the draft. Like, I don't think I'm gonna accept his 5th-year option, man. It'll be $17 million, although I could accept the option and trade him away for something next season. I mean, 76 overall will be decent depth for us. We have the money to spend, so I feel like it might actually be worth bringing him back if it's just to trade him away at the deadline next year. So we'll see about that. Kelly probably can walk. Zamir White can probably walk. Pretty much everybody else, I honest to God could care less. No real point bringing back too many players from a 4-win team. Let's absolutely bring back Eric Stokes here. I think a 4-year deal is fine. Probably actually can get him for a little bit cheaper than what he's asking for. Let's go. Dylan Parham, I'll give him an offer, but I'm not going to be crazy with it. I'll give him 4 years, the base offer, what he's asking for, and that doesn't shock me. And as mentioned, even though it's financially irresponsible, I am going to accept his 5th-year option, even if it means just trade him away next year. Because again, there's not going to be many good free agents in this upcoming class, so I'm not going to be able to spend all my money anywhere, so I might as well not waste that money. So go ahead, tag him, maybe get something for him next year. And I'm also, like, honestly thinking about franchise tagging Dylan Parham, but at the same time, he's 23 mil. But again, if anything, trade him away, use him as trade bait next year. I mean, 23 mil on a 77 overall guard is nuts, but again, I have the money to spend. I need to keep around as much value as possible. So this may seem stupid, and it probably is, but what's stupider is just wasting money, having like $100 million in cap room next year. So we're going to sign him, maybe trade him away at the deadline next year. And while we're at it, since you always can use some decent depth, Kelly here, he wants to come back to Las Vegas. Probably can get him for really, really cheap. And I'm actually going to bring him back in like a 6-year deal. He's coming back. It'll be a good cornerback 5 for us. Good special teamer. And everybody else can kick freaking rocks, dude. And what's crazy is even after all that financial irresponsibility, we still have $120 million left over. Oh, and wait, don't forget, we also want to make sure we trade away Gino Smith. This is also going to save us a big chunk of change. Let's see if anybody even wants them. Okay. Some offers, I mean, nothing too insane. Rams offer me Tyler Davis in a 6. Steelers offer him Brandon Equals a 6 and a 7. So let me see if I can counter and get something a little bit better. Matt Stafford retired, which is why Sean McVay wants him. They're definitely not going to be throwing out Stetson Bennett next year. Although I don't know if Geno Smith is much better. Let's see if there's a deal that actually makes a little bit of sense for both sides. I will say, this game is really tricky when it comes to players listed as backups. Josiah Stewart here, a star 2nd-year left edge, 78 overall. He could be a long-term starter on the opposite side of Max Crosby, and he could develop into an absolute beast. Let's see if the Rams are willing to do it. No, they're not, but it is close, my friends. Before we do anything crazy, let's see if I think I can get something better from the Steelers. Same thing with them. Aaron Rodgers apparently retired, so they're trying to do the same thing as the Rams and bring in a grandpa to replace a grandpa. Again, though, I don't know if it's really a fit in return. I mean, maybe same thing, actually. Jack Sawyer in return, a 78 overall, a year older than Josiah Stewart. It'll be interesting, because, I mean, I want somebody young, another good pass rusher we can put on the other side of Max Crosby. Let's do it. Go ahead and test it. Geno Smith for Jack Sawyer, and I think it was actually closer to get Josiah Stewart. Let's find a way to make this happen. In the meantime, we also could use D-tackle help. They have Ty Hamilton here as the 3rd string, another 2nd-year player, star, 76 overall, only 24 years old. Could be relatively easy to get. How close is this? Combined, it's less than halfway now. The Rams need a tight end, and Michael Mayer is too talented to be a backup. I feel really bad for him. Like, he should be getting way more playing time, but, you know, they got a guy like Brock Bauer sitting here. So let's see if we threw him in, if it got any closer. A little bit. I have this fella, Isaiah Polamayo, who it's just not a long-term guy for us. 27 years old, is star development, but we're going to be looking to replace him in free agency. See how close this deal gets for us. It's in the yellow. So we absolutely can land Josiah Stewart, but I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone and really get good D-tackle depth for us. We should be set at defensive tackle if we can land this deal for a long time, maybe the entire rebuild. So let's lock in here and see if there's a trade that I want to try and make. I want to trade away a 4th round pick. If they accept it, fine. But if they don't, I don't believe I'm going to add anything else. If they don't accept this, I'm just going to take Ty Hamilton out and just take Josiah Stewart for probably Gino Smith and Michael Mayer. So submit this trade into the universe, and it's green, but you know what? Everybody has a price. I'm not willing to pay anymore. So we're going to take out Ty, take out the free safety, take out the 4th round pick. And actually, instead of Mayer taking him out, I'm going to just throw in that free safety, see what they say. With this in the midst of holiday season and a lot of you off from school and work, it's the perfect time to head on down to a sporting event or something similar, which is exactly why I'm here to tell you about my special hookup with today's sponsor, SeatGeek. We're right in the heart of the NFL season. Got the college football playoffs right around the corner, not to mention NBA and so much more. Also, you can buy your World Cup tickets on SeatGeek. It's not just sports on SeatGeek. There's over 70,000 events listed on the app, including concerts, festivals, obviously sports, and more. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the planet's #1 rated ticketing app. And as you guys know, this is high praise from yours truly. SeatGeek is my favorite sponsor in channel's history. I just don't talk the talk either. I walk the walk, because as you see, every single sporting event I've attended since 2019, got the receipts, I've used SeatGeek. Now you might ask, why do I love SeatGeek so much? Not only is the app super simple, they always got your back, as each ticket on their platform is rated on a scale from 1 to 10, so you know exactly when you're getting a good deal. While you're looking for your tickets, make sure to always look for the green dots, as green means good and red means bad. Plus, every ticket on their platform is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, I got a code for you guys, as you can use promo code RBT10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's 10% off any tickets at SeatGeek with code RBT10. Make sure you click the link at the top of the description box below or in the pinned comment so you can download the app and automatically have my code added to your account so you can use it later. Just throw in that free safety, see what they say. Declined. How about Mayer instead? Trade was accepted. We have ourselves a brand new shiny young pass rusher on the opposite side of Max Crosby. So with all that, time to officially simulate into week 1 of free agency and hope to God some decent free agents here. Most important button click of the entire first season. And we got Javonte Williams, Davante Adams. Could bring him to Vegas. The funny thing is he's interested. I just don't feel like he'd be interested in coming back to Las Vegas in real life because we don't have Derek Carr anymore. But on a 1-year deal, if we draft a rookie quarterback, wouldn't be too bad to have a guy like him as the #1 receiver for a rookie quarterback for him to develop. So I have to look into that. Also, we do desperately need help at will linebacker. Like Devin Bush could be an option for the next 3 years or so. Honest to God, dude, there's a lot more talent than what I was anticipating. Because normally it's just a bunch of players like 31, 32, 33 years old that aren't good long term. But honest to God, if we can land Devin Bush, we can land Cam Taylor-Britt here. Maybe even sign Taylor Moton and Joel Bitonio as, 1-year options. But if we can land all these guys, there's at least 2 players that can help us out long term. Even Nakobe Dean here. We also desperately need help at middle linebacker. Man, now here's the thing. Do I sign Daniel Jones instead of drafting a quarterback? The Colts did not sign him long term. The problem is he's going to be asking for like $40 million a season. Do I trust a rookie quarterback or do I sign Daniel Jones, 29 years old, who unfortunately will not get any better? He's reached his peak, which is the dumb thing about franchise. Doesn't matter if we sign him and he wins the MVP the next 5 years, he will never, ever, ever go up in overall ever again. So, is that worth $40 million? Probably not. We could just draft a quarterback, even if the quarterback's like 72, 73 rated, and maybe in a year or two it already surpassed Daniel Jones and be on a rookie contract. So, this is enticing, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. So let's start things off by giving off a little offer here to Davante Adams. 2 years kind of crazy for a 33-year-old, but he'll probably retire if anything. 86 rated with the money that we got, he's definitely worth $20 million a season, so we'll offer him exactly what he's looking for. And unfortunately, I got the 2 California teams fighting for his signature. So you know what? Since I want him so bad, I'll actually up the offer a little bit. Give him an offer he can't refuse, which puts our offer on top. I don't know really what that means. I don't know if there's any significance in us going from 3rd to 1st there, but it looks pretty at least. Now let's offer Devin Bush. I don't know what he's going to ask for. It's a good thing he's interested. extended 4-year deal. He'll start to go down in overall 2 years from now. He'll go up a little bit the next 2 seasons, but 85 rate's pretty nice. He's only asking for $10 million a season, so I might actually up a little bit since we have the money to spare and hope we can secure his signature, which we are currently in sole position of first place. Same thing hopefully we can do here with Cam. I'll give you a 4-year deal, pretty hefty, asking for $15 million a season, but when you're a bad team, you got money, gotta overpay for good players. So again, just gonna give him the base offer. We're currently fighting with the Eagles, Panthers, 49ers, so I'll bump up the offer a little bit, see if we can get into sole first place. And with that, we are officially leading for his signature. Now, as mentioned as well, fellas, we are gonna go after some 1-year stopgap options with the money that we got. Give a few fellas 1-year deals, and again, if we're not competing next year at the trade deadline, we're out of things, I mean, you could probably trade these guys away for some draft picks. It's all about trying to accumulate the most value as possible with the money that you got. Taylor's asking for 2 years though. I mean, if that's what he wants, whatever. Fighting with the Patriots. And even with those 4 offers, dude, we still have $58 million to spend. Now, Joel Bitonio here surely is only going to ask for, a 1-year deal, $18 million. Submit that through. Hopefully, we're his only offer, so hopefully no competition, and we are. Hopefully, same thing for Kevin Byard here. We have no depth whatsoever at free safety. I mean, obviously, I'm hoping to have a really nice draft class, but we're not going to be able to fill every single position of need. So that's why we're offering some of these older players. I mean, if we hit on a draft class, have a good free agency, maybe we make the playoffs next year. Who knows? So we'll give Kevin Byard here a 1-year offer. Hopefully, nobody else is competing with us. The Steelers are. So let's make sure we land them. Let's make sure we land them up a little bit. See if we can get that deal up to a 4-star deal. And with that, in sole position for Kevin Byard. So currently tied for Davante Adams, tied for Taylor, in the lead for Joel Bitonio, Devin Bush, Cam Taylor-Britt, and Kevin Byard, still with $30 million left over. Oh, I forgot also doing an offer here for Nakobe Dean. He's a middle linebacker though, so he's not going to ask for way too much. Honestly, brother, I'll give you a 4-year deal, which unfortunately just has us tied with a bunch of other teams. So I'm probably going to have to up that offer while I have the money. Not going to be way too insane with it. I'll give you 5 years. Officially in the lead for them. Like I said, might be a little bit of overpay, but at the end of the day, dude, when your team sucks, you gotta throw up that moolah to bring in talent. Ooh, Connor McGovern's interesting because we also have nobody at center, and he's only about $9 million a season. He'll probably get up to like an 82 rated, so he could be decent for maybe the next 3 years. Let's offer him. Why not? This is actually a lot better of a free agency than what I was anticipating. I'm excited about this. And we're, by far, currently in the lead for Connor McGovern. So what I actually can do is maybe offer a little bit less. Maybe save a little bit of money, bring it down to like a 4-star offer. Saved a couple mil on our new offer, and we're still in the lead. Do want to see if there's any younger players that I would potentially be interested in signing. I don't have a lot of money left over, though. I was hoping there might be some decent young receivers out there, but unfortunately, there are not. Now, talking about wanting to sign as many long-term options as possible, I wonder if it would be better to retract our offer from Kevin Byard, even though I'm a longtime Titans fan. He's a Titan all-time great. And go after the 26-year-old Ardarius Washington and potentially have free safety locked up the entirety of the rebuild. Don't know how expensive he would be, though. Only about $8 million a season. Let's do that. Love you, Kevin, but we're going to withdraw that offer. Give you a tasty little 4-year contract. You know, maybe even make a 5-year. Ooh, we're going to have to fight off the 49ers. See, that's what I did not want to do, get in a bidding war with somebody when I could just easily have got Kevin Byard. I'm gonna have to up the offer for a second time now to try to tie him. Officially tied with the 49ers, and hopefully he makes the right decision. The California taxes are terrible, Mr. Washington. And I'm not gonna lie, fellas, this could actually end up being an insane free agency haul here. I don't expect to get everybody, although I'm pretty much leading for every offer except maybe 2 or 3. So the pessimistic side of me is expecting maybe to miss out on 1 or 2, but like at the end of the day, we legitimately can land every single one of these guys. So let's do it, man. The moment of truth. Davante Adams, obviously my #1 target. We're gonna submit this through with Davante Adams return to Las Vegas. So 6 of our 8 targets have officially signed. Whether they sign with us, I don't know. But Joel Bitonio, Connor McGovern remain undecided, and unfortunately other teams have offered them and we're tied with them. So we probably won't land both of them, maybe one. With a big bit of news, which of our targets did officially sign with us? And it looks like Davante, Devin Bush, Cam Taylor-Britt, Nakobe Dean, and Ardarius Washington. So really 4 players that I hope are long-term options for us. Davante Adams more of like a 1-2 year player, but that's pretty good. 5 players signed, with a chance to sign 7. So who didn't sign? It was one of the higher rated options, Taylor Moton, who isn't a long-term option for us. At 85 rated right tackle would have been nice, but hey, dude, he's the only player who didn't sign with us so far. Maybe, just maybe, we can actually land 7 out of our 8 targets here. Is there anybody else that we possibly could sign and replace? I mean, maybe we could sign Rob Havenstein instead. He's 2 years older. Yes, 4 overall is a pretty big difference, especially if we're trying to trade him away next season if we don't make the playoffs. But, I mean, 81 is still a lot better than what we currently have. It's either start him or 73 overall DJ Glaze. So we'll send out a 1-year deal with about $15 million, and I'm assuming nobody else has offered them at this point. They haven't. So hopefully we can land all 3 of these guys. I mean, this is basically 3/5 of our offensive line right here. Now that I actually think about it, landing all 3 of these guys would be massive for Ashton Jeanty's development. Like the season he had last year with this offensive line, imagine he actually has a decent offensive line to run behind. So here we have it, boys. No pressure whatsoever. Moment of truth. All 3 have decided one way or another. And we ended up getting all of them. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That is actually one incredible free agent class. Even leaves us with a little chunk of change left over, which maybe I could squeeze one more signing out, but I think we're good. I mean, look at how much better the offensive line already looks, man. Up to an 83 overall, and we are just getting started. Now we got to figure out what to do at quarterback, which the latest mock draft has us going with Jonathan Sampson out of West Virginia. Oh, it says he's around 2 to 3 talent. Does look like Tyrone is the better choice. Unfortunately, the Saints pick before us says he's around 1 to 2 talent. I wonder what it would take to trade up to 2. Because obviously if Tyrone is the better choice, I want him. Because if I can't land Tyrone, I might as well trade down at that point and try to get either Sampson a little bit later or maybe this Sharif Oakman fella. Now here's something I do want to say, fellas. Looking at these quarterbacks, obviously Tyrone is the right choice, but I don't have to trade way too much to trade up just one spot to get him if he is going to go number 2. Even though these guys say around 2 to 3 talent, I'm looking at this guy, Aaron Spencer, who I probably could trade down quite a bit to pick up. Because if you look at his profile, go to his physicals, this man ran a 4.47 40-yard dash. That probably puts him at like 88, 89 speed, and he's by far the most athletic quarterback in the entire class. Has relatively good accuracy. I mean, everything looks good outside of maybe his awareness. That's probably exactly why his overall, where he's projected to be around a 3 or 4 talent, because that awareness is a little bit low. That easily could be upgraded. So this is the guy I'm actually going to target in the first round. 6'1 scrambler out of Memphis to be our hopeful franchise quarterback. And I probably can accumulate a lot of draft picks in the meantime because, I mean, these 4 guys are going to go ahead of him. I mean, if we actually look at the latest mock draft, it has him going all the way. Is he even a first round pick? Could I get him in the 2nd round? Oh my God. Could I actually take somebody else in the 1st round, or do I even chance it? Because these mock drafts now, dude, they're normally pretty freaking accurate. But at the same time, if I didn't take him in the 1st round, the Browns also need a quarterback, and this mock has them passing on this D tackle. Bryce Coyle is probably amazing, so he would go number 1 of the Browns in the 2nd round, so I'll probably still need to take him in the 1st. So let's see what happens here, boys. Let's lock in. No stress, boys. Just with this draft capping off the foundation of building this team, probably the most important part of this entire rebuild. No pressure. As let's see if the Browns here completely flip this 1st round upside down by shocking the world, taking a quarterback, pick 1, or they can go with that defensive tackle that they were mocked to take. All right, any second now, Cleveland. Give me good news, Roger. Is it Coyle? Is the defensive tackle? Yeah, it is. No shot as a quarterback. I'm assuming the Saints here are going to make the right choice at the quarterback position, which they do. But now, fellas, it's time to get freaky. I'm probably about to break the NFL all-time record for trade downs in a single round. I'm going to trade down as much as physically possible unless somebody offers me a Godfather offer. Like Bears right here, trading down 25 picks just to pick up an extra 1st round pick from next year. And that's not a good offer, Chicago. I'm actually not getting offered nearly as much as what I thought. I mean, like trading down 20 plus picks dude, especially for a team probably trying to get a quarterback. Like, I feel like I should pick up like 2 extra firsts probably. Like, these offers are freaking stinky. I mean, the Colts here offer me 15 second-round picks. And we're gonna have to do this manually, and I don't want to trade down way too far actually at first because I want to make sure the run on quarterbacks go before I take that QB. Because if those quarterbacks don't go in the top 10, I'm just gonna keep trading down to the end of the first round. Let's see what the Panthers are willing to give me just to trade up 2 spots. Like, will you give me your second-round picks? All I want, just your second-round pick to move up 2 spots in the draft, and it's declined actually. Maybe the Patriots will give me their second. Really hoping to pick up more than a second, but let's see if the Patriots will give me pick number 39, and they don't. This is crazy. Like, this isn't real life, dude. They offer a second, third, probably a fourth. I'm gonna trade down as far as it takes to pick up an extra second. Hopefully that's not the wrong decision. Hopefully we don't get passed up for our quarterback. Wait, first of all, would the Vikings be willing to give me a 3rd round pick just to go back 1 spot? No, but it's very close. I know they need a QB because JJ's not being good, so what if we gave them Aiden O'Connell? They don't have the money for it, god dang it. Oh, I hate this. What if we threw in a 2027 5th? Throw decline says this is crazy work. Just give me an extra 4th. The heck of it, throw in both of your 7th as well. There's always, in Madden 26, a ton of superstars in the 7th round. So, still decline. We're going to make this work, though. They're not even going to give me their 4th round pick. What is this game? Oh, there it is. Finally, the Miami Dolphins trade up from 9 to 3 and throw in a 2nd and 3rd round pick. So I'm talking about maybe they're actually going after a quarterback here, which they don't. They actually went with offensive guard. So I'm going to sit here and skip until somebody actually takes a quarterback. Looks like the Vikings go defensive tackle. Panthers go edge here. Like, the goal here is for nobody else in the top 10 to take a quarterback, which, to be fair, the Jets probably will here. They go, ooh, with Jonathan Sampson. But I'm still in the clear, though. I can still trade back a few times because there's still 2 more quarterbacks that's going to go before my guy. Now, let's look for another trade down here. Let's see another team that might want to come up for a quarterback. Potentially the Steelers at 16. That wouldn't be a bad spot. They might offer me something pretty nasty, like maybe a 2nd round pick and potentially a 4. I feel like that's fair to move up, what, 7 spots in the 1st round to get your quarterback of the future potentially. I don't know if I could actually milk more out of this, but I feel like this is a fair trade. Submit it through. Oh, I hate when that happens. I feel like I might have been able to get like a 3rd. Let's skip to our next pick and hope to God our quarterback does not get taken. 7 picks. Let's first of all see if they take a quarterback. Oh, they did. They went with Sharif Oakman, which means the only quarterback remaining before my fella is Sebastian Manuel. So as soon as he gets drafted is when I need to start getting a little worried. So we're going to go pick by pick here until we see him get taken. The Browns with pick number 13 could potentially take him here. They don't. They go cornerback. Like I said, I feel like they're going to eye him with their first pick in the 2nd round. So that QB still has not got taken. So if the 49ers don't take him here, which they shouldn't, I'm going to trade down again here, which we could trade down with the Seahawks here and get a 3rd, 4th, and 7th from next year, which we could use in a couple trades next year, maybe to bring in some decent talent. Yeah, I feel like that's by far probably the best move. I mean, it doesn't help us this year, but only moving back 7 spots from 16 to 23. Picking up some good mid-round talent for next year, which will definitely be trade bait. I mean, I was hoping for more, but let's do it, boys. Now, again, if that quarterback, they traded up for a tight end, which is crazy, but if that quarterback, again, does not get taken by our pick, I'm going to trade down again. I told you guys I'm going to break the NFL record for most trade downs. Oh, he just went. Oh, and now is where I get worried. And I'm not going to lie. I'm a little worried about the Cardinals. The Broncos aren't taking them. The Chiefs for sure aren't taking them. The Commanders aren't, but the Cardinals could. So what I'm going to do here is see what it would take to trade up just 1 spot with the Cardinals. I mean, I could use some of the stuff that we got in that trade with the Seahawks. I mean, we have a ton of picks here. I wouldn't even mind just trading away one of these 4ths. So I want to keep as many picks as possible. So what about just like, we're just a 4th from next year? Actually, no. Let's go with this 6 and 7. Just 1 spot, Arizona. Just 1 spot. Didn't expect it to be that easy. So I am going to be nervous until I get to my pick. I mean, there's just no way. There's no way Kansas City takes a quarterback. They go cornerback. No way the Commanders take a quarterback. They don't. So it is officially time to see if it was all worth it. Like I said, I'm not going to be worried about his overall. It's all about his traits. Most athletic quarterback in the draft. See, awareness is going to hurt that overall. I'm not worried about this at all. All I got to make sure is he has hidden development. If our guy has hidden development, it is an A+ pick for a quarterback late in the 1st round, in my opinion. at the same time while we pick up a ton of draft capital. I am really, really hoping, boys, this is the best decision in franchise history. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit worse than what I thought. 85th ranked player, got him at 22, but like I said, hidden development, 91 speed, 91 throw power. We can work with that, boys, abso-freaking-lutely. It's a good start. Now we just need to hit on some gems here. I might just go with this wide receiver here. Joey McCardo, he's 5'8", 176. He decent trades. I mean, he was a projected first-round player. Like, bad short route running for 5'8" wide receiver is kind of sketchy. Oh, a 5'8" receiver with D-catching actually has me worried. If I take him, that means I probably need to trade away Trey Tucker and do something with that, because I can't have Trey Tucker and him on the field at the same time. But everybody else, I don't need a tight end. I mean, looking at these wide receivers in general, nobody else looks good. Like, this Joel Banks guy is okay, but nobody else really looks good until maybe some of the undrafted free agents. Maybe look at some wide receivers late in the draft. But he does by far look like the best receiver in the draft, although he's 5'8", can't really catch. He has some A's in there. It's all that matters, and we desperately need wide receiver help because Devontae Adams isn't going to help us forever. So Joey Mercado here, just don't be terrible. Most importantly, have hidden dev, please. Okay, not bad. 31st best player. Got him at 35, and he comes in. Oh, God, fellas, we've absolutely got to make up for that with our next pick here. Now, I could use Mike linebacker depth behind Nakobe Dean, maybe even have somebody eventually replace him. And this Manuel Reyes guy looks like probably one of the best linebackers left in the entire draft. He's like the most athletic by far. The fastest and the strongest. My God. This guy might be a hidden gem. He can cover too. Let's do it. Projected 3rd or 4th round player, but that means absolutely nothing if you guys are familiar with the rebuilds. Half the best players are projected to go in the draft. 21st best player, and please, oh my God, I'm getting screwed. You know what? Screw the dev trait. He's 91 speed. He's gonna be fine. Oh, I'm actually so upset with that, I'm not gonna lie. We have one more pick here in the 2nd round. I've got to hit on it. Hold on, you guys, you gotta trust me. I think I found one. He's a projected day 3 player, but again, if you're familiar with these rebuilds, that does not matter at all. Andrew Bird here, 6'5", 337 from North Carolina. He is the strongest guard in the entire class. You guys know that is very important. Outside of that, too, probably the most athletic. Also comes in with some incredible skills. Little injury prone, no stamina, but who freaking cares about that? A, impact blocking, B, awareness, incredible run block power. Not very finesseful, but I think this Andrew Bird fella could be our long-term Joel Bitonio replacement. He's going to be the selection, and I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact he's going to be a top probably 30 player in the class. How about top 10? I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. But it doesn't matter if he doesn't have hidden development, which he does. An incredible speed. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel so much better about those last 2 garbage picks. Hopefully we can turn this into a hot streak now with our 3rd pick in the 3rd round. And we pretty badly need running back help behind Ashton Jeanty. I think we have like one other running back on the entire roster, and this JT Clifford guy from Texas actually looks pretty good. Again, could care less, he's a day 3 prospect. Honestly, I probably just need to take day 3 prospects the rest of the draft, because the middle round prospects aren't normally even good in draft classes. Always the day 3 guys. He's the 2nd fastest running back in the class. His skills, they're not great, not terrible either. B, break tackle, C, ball carrier vision, B, spin move, C, carrying. It's enough for me to want to take him here in the 3rd round. It's more so these athletic traits than anything, because like normally if you take one of the fastest running backs in the class, they tend to be one of the higher rated. So I don't know if he's going to be as high rated as that offensive guard, but I expect him to at least be a top 50 player in this class. JT Clifford, from Texas, 23 years old. That's probably why he dropped, because he's a little bit older as a running back prospect. Roger out here grinding, still making the selections here in the 3rd round. He's going to come in as, I'm telling you guys, drafting in Madden 26 is too easy. 19th ranked player. Thought he was top 50. But again, does not matter if it's normal and he comes in hidden dev, baby. 93 speed, 95 excel. This guy's going to be a pretty good running back, you know, to complement old Ashton Jeanty. The hot streak has officially began after missing on a few picks early in the 2nd round. Let's keep it rolling here as we have another pick here in the 3rd round. Now, I know, obviously, we don't need tight end, but we traded away Michael Mayer. We need some depth there behind Brock Bowers, and right now I'm just trying to take best player available with all the picks that we have. So, no, we're going to have some crazy picks later in the draft. They're still going to be there. This guy looks good. 6'6", 271 out of Virginia Tech. A catch in traffic. Javon McCoon, he's the fastest too. That's actually nuts. He is the fastest tight end at 271. Who the frick is this guy? Gonna make the pick. Don't know if he's gonna be like the last few, but I think he's still gonna be like probably a top 60 player. All that matters though is that dev trait. He comes in oh, what a perfect pick. Oh, it sucks. It doesn't matter though. Perfect in my book. The hot streak has officially ended, although we did get the 67th best player in the class. Let's see if we can get the hot streak going back here in the 4th round. So you know how I told you guys I was gonna take a late round wide receiver, and I kind of joked about undrafted free agent? Well, not gonna lie. See one that I actually really like. This Peyton Crocker guy has B awareness, but some of his other stuff looks really bad. Like, awareness is very important when it comes to wide receivers overall, but he has like F deep route, F spec catch. See catching though, it's really like awareness and catching is like two of the most important stats when you combine that with like his combine performance, which is pretty good. 4.46 was the 12th fastest, but you always have a ton of really fast wide receivers, so that's still probably like 90 speed or so. But it's not really him I'm looking at. I mean, although he does look like he probably is one of the best receivers left. You have this Jermaine Payton guy out of LSU, who was a little bit slower, but I'm very interested in his A catching traffic and his B catching. His deep route running sucks, but his short route running is incredible. I don't know if he's going to be like amazing or anything. Probably like, I'm hoping a top 100 player. I'm going to make the pick though, because again, like, there's not much else here at this point in the draft. Okay, I didn't expect that. Whoa. He didn't look that good. It doesn't matter though. Oh, if he doesn't have hidden dev, it does not matter. Oh, it's such a tease. It's such a tease. 17th in true value, and we get him, and he's a normal dev player. Oh my god. I was so excited. But like, I'm sad now. If he was that good, even though his ratings didn't look too incredible, like I thought he was at least like a top 100 player, but not top 20 player. But if he was that good, I might as well go ahead and take that other guy if he's still there. You have Peyton Crocker here. He, like I said, he is better at some things, worse at others, but like some F's in there, but he still looks like okay. Like I said, the awareness is very important when it comes to overall. He has the best awareness out of any receiver left in the draft. His catching's okay. I mean, again, like I said, the other guy's good. Peyton Crocker's got to be like somewhere near him in terms of overall. He's going to come in. What is going on? Why are they still here? And why are they projected undrafted free agents? What, like, the draft in Madden 26 is so much different than any other Madden draft ever. Like there's good players at the top and there's good players at the end of the draft. There's like not many in between. That's why I always go after undrafted players or players projected to go day 3. Hopefully though, he has hidden development. No, he doesn't. Like, see what I'm saying? That might be why they drop. Because it doesn't really matter, you know? It doesn't really matter that he's that higher rated because he's, like, unless he has, like, a really good season or something, he's just not going to develop. But I guess at least at the end of the day, we're getting very high rated players. It just kind of, it kind of makes it not as exciting. But, I mean, we are drafted here in the 4th round. So, like, getting a top 20 player overall in the 4th round, can't complain. Can't complain at all. Let's see if I can actually, though, hit on a hidden dev player here. I think I'm done at receiver, though, unfortunately. We're taking 3 receivers, all pretty high rated, just no good development traits. Now, I know we desperately need defensive tackle, and I'll probably take 3 by the end of this draft. This guy is a boss. 6'6", 350 out of Florida. Comes in as the strongest defensive tackle with 40 reps of the 225. Honestly, not that slow for how big and strong he is. And again, he's a projected undrafted free agent. And again, if you guys are familiar with the rebuilds or play this game at all, if your defensive tackle is the strongest in the class, he's probably one of the highest rated. So Lyle Boss, honestly would not be surprised, especially with these attributes, dude. A play rec, C awareness, B finesse, B power move, B tackle. He might be higher rated than those wide receivers we just took. He looks like a freaking beast. He looks like a boss. Hopefully he lives up to his name. Good news, Roger, please. 48th. In true value. Honestly, thought it was gonna be a lot higher than that. How is he not higher rated than those receivers? Anyway, I will take it though if he can end my rough streak with the dev trait. Lyle Boss, be a boss, hidden dev, let's go! Now into the 6th round where we have 2 picks, and this is my comfort zone right here. Low risk, high reward players, and again, there's always so many good players you can choose from here in the last 2 rounds. It's like, actually, it's too easy. Already spotted one, Trayvon Beckham here. A awareness, SR, a dead giveaway. A awareness at this point in the draft, he's probably pretty gosh dang good. He, one of the strongest, one of the most athletic centers in the entire class. A awareness, B impact block, B lead block. Absolutely taking him with a 6th round pick. And Trayvon Beckham is going to come in as a pretty good stud. We got the 67th ranked player. Now we get the 68th ranked player at 163. Hidden Dev 2. That's 2 in a row. Love and life. Like I said, boys, we're in my element right now. Let's keep on cooking here. Get another gem here in the 6th round. Again, if you're wondering, like at this point in the draft, like you gotta look for guards. You gotta look for offensive linemen. You gotta look for D tackles. I'm honestly probably gonna try to find a D tackle here. And Javier here, I think, is the best left in the draft. Although, I don't know if he's going to be as good as the last D tackle I took, and maybe not as good as the last few players I took. But we did literally 1 rep less, not 1 D tackle I took that was really good. Be aware it is B play rec, A tackling. His hit power kind of sucks. He could be good. He might be as good as the last D tackle. He's 6'2", 343, so kind of a little chubby boy. But let's see if Javier is a good one. That might actually be higher ranked. Maybe it's a little bit lower. 52 at this point in the class is crazy, man. Comes in hidden development as well. Like, I'm actually getting better players in the 6th round than I did in the 2nd. Dude, let's lock in and continue our hot streak into the 7th round, which unfortunately is my last pick. I think I'm gonna go corner with my last pick here. Brendan Coles is probably the best option. He's a scheme fit. He's 6'3", projected undrafted free agent, which, as we've seen, doesn't mean much, but at the same time, like offensive linemen, defensive tackles are normally a lot better late in the draft. Cornerback not as good as previous years. So I don't expect him to be as good as some of the other late round gems that we got, but he could be okay. I mean, he's got B catching, C man, B press. His zone kind of sucks, but he's 6'3". I mean, why not take him just based on that alone? He's the strongest and one of the most athletic, not the fastest, but very, very good at some of the stuff in the combine. I mean, being 6'3" alone with those traits, I mean, that's worth a 7th round pick on its own. 102 in true value, so probably the least talented player we've drafted today, but at the same time, it's not bad value for a 7th round pick. Doesn't have hidden though. Really weird draft, boys. It's got a ton of talent, which I'm very excited to go see what their overalls are. At the same time, only like half of them had hidden dev trait, which is the most important thing about the draft. But I think we still by far had the best draft out of everybody. Let's see. At the end of the day, let's reveal the draft class. Not too shabby. I mean, literally, we hit on what, like 10 straight 71 plus overall players. Funny enough, our quarterback, taken with our first round selection, ended up being the 2nd lowest overall player out of the entire class. I'm just slightly disappointed that nobody was crazy, like, I don't know, 80 rated or something. But still, dude, when you hit on just 70 plus rated players for what, 10, 11 straight picks, pretty good class. Even your 7th round picks is 69 overall. So like, even though half these players have normal dev, I feel like this was a dub. So at the start of season number 2, the team comes in as an 83 overall, 83 offense, 84 defense. Everything this season, though, is going to come down to this quarterback. Spencer, 71 overall. Is he going to be the true face of this Las Vegas Raiders franchise? Like I said, athletic traits for days. 91 speed, 88 excel, 85 agility, 91 throw power. The accuracy is just a little off, and then awareness a little off. Got to get that IQ up, Aaron. But his rookie season here is key, boys. Like, if he can get up to like maybe 78, 79 overall, might have ourselves a franchise quarterback in our hands. And I think what's very important here is before the season starts, we get him another weapon or two. I feel like we might need to try to package some of these guys and turn them into maybe like an 83, 84 rated receiver. Because we have like a ton of players I am interested in trading away right here. Like Trey Tucker, I just don't think he's going to turn into what we need. I feel like we get something decent for him. Might even trade away Jack Beck. Because I feel like one of the rookies that we drafted can slide into the wide receiver 3 role. Like one of these guys, even though how do we get 3 75 rated receivers and they all have normal dev? That really upsets me. But also at the same time, other players I could package into a trade potentially. Jackson Powers Johnson. I love him IRL. I feel like he should be a higher rated than that. But like we drafted that 76 overall right guard, and he should be able to start as a rookie. When at the same time, we could probably get something half decent in return for Jackson Powers Johnson. And defensively, I feel like we're set. I don't feel like we really need to make any changes. I think we're fine at safety. Our linebacker core is great. We really need Josiah Stewart to progress, maybe get into the 80s this season. Hopefully he can have a big year, maybe double-digit sacks. At D-tackle, I think we're fine too. Got those 2 D-tackle studs late in the draft. Also, Hemingway, 8.5 sacks his rookie season. Hopefully can follow that up with more this year. But I'm not even kidding you, dude. I don't even feel like we gotta touch this defense for now. I think the key before we start this season is get ourselves a better wide receiver too. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I already have somebody in mind just because I feel like it makes sense IRL. Somebody that very easily could be on the trade block is a certain Jacksonville Jag, and that is none other than Brian Thomas. He, for whatever reason, after breaking out at the end of his rookie season, has not done anything at all in a year or two. It's like Liam Cohen does not like him. I mean, he's been playing behind, like Parker Washington, man. So, honest to God, I feel like he's a realistic, perfect target for us. Will be a great wide receiver 2 for our rookie quarterback, and would be a great wide receiver 1 once Devontae Adams moves on into the netherworld. Let's see what it'd take. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's going to be expensive because he is still listed as a superstar. But let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Keep in mind, I have multiple thirds I can trade away, multiple fourths, and I would definitely be willing to part ways with some draft capital for Brian Thomas. What I also could do, finesse the game a little bit, since we are currently projected the 3rd overall pick. Where the Jags projected, pick 13. I could possibly do this, swap picks, and that would give us a ton of value. But I'm only going to be sleazy. Only going to be sleazy if I have to be. I mean, it's just going to take quite a bit. Like I said, I'm interested in trade away Jackson Powers Johnson, even though I wouldn't do this IRL, and they are interested in trading him away, which is definitely a dub. Also, as mentioned, I will go ahead, trade away Trey Tucker, last year of his contract. Don't want to have to pay him. Either Jack Becker, one of these other guys, can slide in as a wide receiver 3. Let's see where this is at just for now. Oh my God. Genuinely did not expect that at all. I'm actually super excited about this. Oh my gosh. Let's get rid of like Alex Kappa here, submit this trade through. Just like that, boys. We bring in a perfect fit for the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm not gonna lie, that actually has me really, really excited. Team still stays at 83, but my God, dude, I think we're set for the future. Have our wide receiver 1 for the future, our running back 1 for the future, and hopefully our QB 1 of the future. Yeah, we have some band-aids alongside the offensive line, but we can fix that later on if needs be. Actually, what I'm thinking about doing, I'm not gonna lie, is maybe packaging a few other players. You know what? No. Let's not get too crazy right now. Let's sign a good mentor to our young quarterback. Kirk Cousins has that mentor tag, which can help our rookie quarterback get a little bit more progression throughout the season. Honestly, can do the same thing with James Conner here, and Ashton Jeanty still being like 22 years old. This should help him out too. And what we're going to do is go ahead and simulate the trade deadline. If we're out of things, we'll trade away some of our players on expiring contracts for some draft picks. If we're in the thick of things, might make a trade, make our team better, and actually go on a run this year. Oh God, boys. We're 6-2. I did not expect it. I did not expect it at all, man. 6-2 literally are just a game away from having the 1 seed. We're in second place in our division from a tiebreaker with the Chiefs, which unfortunately they own the tiebreakers. They just beat us a few weeks ago. But if we go and make a deal or two here at the trade deadline, I mean, we could go on a run for it this year. I genuinely did not expect this at all. I mean, we started off the season 5-0, dude. Started the season with the win against Brian Thomas's former team, Dome Jacksonville. A little disappointing that we dropped the game to the Jets, and then obviously that's going to be big, losing that game against the Chiefs when it comes to a tiebreaker. But I am over the moon about 6-2. Already have 2 more wins than what we did all of last year. Currently have the league's number 9 offense. Defensively, the same as last year. How's our rookie quarterback doing? Phenomenal. 1,500 yards. 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Gino Smith could never. How about Jeanty? How's he doing behind that beefed up offensive line? 5 yards per carry, same as last year. 700 yards, 4 touchdowns, so on pace for about 1,400 yards. Not bad. Look at our rookie, JT Clifford, coming in with some decent playing time. 65 carries, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. Our per carry average a little low, but we'll get better. And I'm a little disappointed in Spencer, though. 67 yards on only 21 carries. Remember, he has 91 speed. Has our only fumble on the season, but he'll get better. Hopefully he can learn to run the ball a bit more effectively. Now, who's been the team's wide receiver one? It's been Davante Adams, of course. 404 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brock Bowers just behind him with 328 yards. Actually, tied with Peyton Crocker, who's getting playing time. Just 1 catch less than him. Also, like, that's really weird. Him, Brock Bowers, and Peyton Crocker basically have the same exact stat line. And Brian Thomas, obviously, one of our newest additions, 24 grabs, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not too bad. And Genty putting up decent numbers in the passing game as well. I'm excited to see this defense. How are we looking? N'Kobe Dean leading us in tackles. We have Max Crosby, of course, leading us in sacks. Josiah Stewart, 5 sacks. But look at this. Lyle Boss is playing up to his name. How insane. He has 15 total tackles, and 5 of those are sacks. A third of his tackles on the season are sacks. But at the same time, a little disappointed Tonka had 8.5 sacks last season, has 8 less so far this year. But at the same time, I would actually rather Lyle Boss play better since he has hidden dev, which means he'd get better and better throughout the year. He'll progress a lot faster than Hemingway. But dude, I'm excited about the future of this team. Even if things fall flat second half of this year, like, we have built an incredible base where if we don't finish things off strong this year, maybe even miss the playoffs, I feel like we legitimately can go on a Super Bowl run as early as year 3. But with us here at the deadline playing this well, and with us having a lot of draft ammo, why not try to make a trade or two, make the team a little bit better? Spencer here. Oh my god. Superstar. We drafted a superstar. I told you guys his traits were crazy. A 75 overall, so he's only gone up 4 so far. But, I mean, he's got to be like one of the only maybe 1-2 quarterbacks that had superstars. So, he might not have been the highest rated, but I feel like we got the best quarterback in the class. Genty up to a 91. Brian Thomas up to an 86, who's already grown by 4. Our what, like 4th, 5th round guard, already up to a 78. Almost the same overall as Jackson Powers Johnson. So I feel like I made the right decision, though, especially when you consider it got us Brian Thomas. Defense, we're looking good too, man. Stewart up to an 80. Devin Bush to an 85. I want to see Max Crosby hit 99. Boss is up to an 82. You crazy human. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to make a move here, boys. Maybe just go ahead and get ourselves our long-term right tackle. Because remember, I made some moves last offseason just to keep guys around as trade bait. I don't know how much I'm going to get in return in terms of value, but first of all, Dylan Parham. We're not going to re-sign him, especially when he's worth $23 million. But being a 77 overall, only 27 years old, I'm sure somebody could use a decent guard like that. At the same exact time, at the edge position, Tyree Wilson, who has 2 years left in his contract, including a 5th-year option that we accepted. I thought this was his last year. But again, don't really need him considering we got Josiah Stewart. We can draft somebody for depth in this upcoming draft if we get there, if we don't win the Super Bowl. And as mentioned, I would not be opposed to trading away Jack Beck. He's not doing much anyway. Again, give one of the younger guys playing time. But I would not be opposed to trading him away if I got something crazy in return. And off the rip, got teams interested in him. What offers will we get? Tyson Campbell, Zach Charbonnet, Kenny Moore, Debo Samuel, Jordan James, Ty Hamilton, Caden Ellis. Let's look for a right tackle. How far out of the question is Armand Mimbu? He's a skin fit. Obviously would be perfect. That's just never in a million years gonna work. I mean, Zach Tom would be great, but they can't afford him. So my options, fellas, not gonna lie, looking a little thin. Maybe Abraham Lucas wouldn't be too bad. I'll tell you guys, the fella I really do want to go after. I just don't know if you guys would scream at me because I've got him so many times. Joe Alt here. If we make this deal, I will promise you guys right now, this will be the last time I trade for him, unless you guys override me in the comments. Madden has him listed as a backup left tackle, although he plays for him. And when a player is listed as a backup, that makes their trade value go a lot lower. So, let's see if we can land Joe Alt here, boys. I mean, like, can you blame me? And what we actually could probably do here, hilarious enough, is throw in Rob Havenstein. I actually genuinely feel like this is about to be accepted. It's not. I mean, which I guess is definitely fair. Let's throw back in Jack Beck. And remember, we got those draft picks, boys. I'll definitely throw in a 4th round selection for Joe Alt. What in the world is going on here in Las Vegas? My God, dude. Brings the team up to an 87 overall, 88 offense, 87 defense. Brian Thomas, overall wise, takes over as the 1. And I honestly don't think we're going to be done yet. I mean, I still have Rob here that I was planning to trade away if we weren't having a good season. He's going to be a free agent, probably going to retire, and he doesn't want to be a backup if this is his last season. He could start for somebody out there. Another player I'm willing to trade away right now is Dante Thornton. He's behind a bunch of other rookie receivers, so he's not getting any playing time. He also has star dev, which means other teams would see a lot of value in him. Anybody else on the team I could possibly see as trade bait? Oh, I know. This Isaiah fella. Again, star development. Teams like that. Sure, there's a free agent, free safety could sign to replace him. I want to try and find, as there's no trade packages, unfortunately, I want to see if I can find a legitimate wide receiver 3. I know we have those rookies, but again, they all have normal dev, man. Like, none of them are going to turn into studs or anything. I want to see if we can find ourselves a legitimate wide receiver 3 for the future. I'm just going to sit here, play around, see if I can find somebody, maybe like an 81, 82 rated that fits the mold, what we're looking for. Pause. I was just going to sit here, turn on some music, just sit here and grind. This trade got accepted straight up. Rob Havenstein, Dante Thornton in a backup free safety for Xavier Worthy. But my God, I did not expect this to be accepted straight up for Xavier Worthy. Talk about a perfect wide receiver 3. I mean, this is crazy, dude. Brian Thomas, Devontae Adams. I mean, Xavier Worthy will slide into 2 role whenever Devontae Adams retires. But my God, dude, that brings it up to an 88 overall with an 89 offense, with a quarterback that is just going to get better and better, especially with the weapons he has now. Don't forget, though, do need some veteran help. And you know what? Kyle Van Noy here could be a mentor to Josiah Stewart, and we need depth because we trade away Tyree Wilson, so perfect. Don't forget, also need a backup free safety. Jalen Hawkins, 77 overall, just sitting there. Or do we go Damar Hamlin for the memes? You know what? We're trying to win around here, going with the highest rated. Why does Jalen have 2 N's at the end of his name? I actually don't like that. It's bad vibes. Strange decision by his mother as she birthed him. Damar Hamlin it is. Damar Hamlin, 74 overall. Welcome to Vegas. And again, for vibes, add another veteran here, a mentor, Stephon Gilmore. Again, if you're wondering what I mean by mentor, you go over here to motivations and tags. A mentor helps boost the younger players with their weekly training XP they get from practice. Just a smart decision for your franchise. I feel like I'm turning into a tips YouTuber in this video. Now, we did get rid of quite a bit of offensive line depth, so we'll just sign the best O-lineman left. That's Andrew Voorhees, former Baltimore Ravens, 73 overall, 6'6", 310, not too shabby. Fellas, I think this team is ready to thrive. We finish off this trade deadline as an 88 overall, 89 offense, 87 defense. Did absolutely nothing to the defense outside of signing a few guys like Kyle Van Noy. Their offense that was already top 10 in the NFL got even better. Picked up a long-term option, one of the best young tackles in the NFL, and Joe Alt at the right tackle position. Not to mention bringing a half-decent wide receiver 3 and Xavier Worthy. So it's time to see if it was all worth it. How funny would it be to make our team that much better? We stand in the playoffs and miss. But at the same time, I rebuke that. Bad energy. I'm speaking bad things into existence. We just made our team so much better. Added 2 young studs. We're going to earn ourselves that first round bye. We're going to beat the Chiefs the second time we play them this season. We're going to finish with the 1 seed. And at the end of week 18, we finish with the 1 seed. 13-4. We end up, the Chiefs. Stinky second half, although they did make the playoffs. 13-4. How insane was this turnaround, boys? From 4-13 to 13-4. Oh, I am so happy about what just happened, boys. We went on a nice little winning streak. Beat the Browns, beat the Rams, Seahawks. We did beat the Chiefs. 17-3. Lost the game to the Dolphins, lost the game to the Broncos, which the Broncos didn't make the playoffs. Hopefully we don't have to play them. But we did beat the Bills week 17, and they got revenge on the Broncos at home, 22-19. So if we do have to play the Broncos in the playoffs, we get to play them at home, since we did get the 1 seed, and we did beat them at home last time we played them. I will say yesterday I recorded on the video that I was the Raiders, and we lost the Broncos in the playoffs to fail the challenge when they were the 7th seed, and I went 17-0. So that doesn't make me feel good. But man, how crazy of a turnaround would it be? I mean, obviously things can happen here. We can get upset. We might lose to the Dolphins again. I mean, if they beat the Patriots, we'll play them. We just lost to them. But like, even if we don't win the Super Bowl in a year or 2 when we never expected to be here in the first place, I am telling you, like, we have a chance to go freaking 17-0 next year, which is interesting because our offense kind of fell off second half of the season, finished middle of the pack. Did our defense take over? Top 10? Ooh, Spencer kind of tailed off second half of the season. That's still good numbers, though, for a rookie quarterback. 3,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, threw quite a few interceptions, but still not as much as his predecessor. Only thing that saddens me about this is I don't think these numbers are good enough to win Rookie of the Year. Who knows? Maybe. On the ground, Ginty my king, 5.2 yards per carry, 14 tutties, 1,539 yards, and he put the ball on the ground 0 times. As did the backup running back JT Clifford. Gotta get that yard per carry up, but hey, 439 yards, 4 touchdowns, and Spencer was alright on the ground. Who led us through the air? Xavier Worthy. That's kind of crazy. 68 grabs, 975 yards, 3 touchdowns. Devontae Adams kind of tailed off, 760 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brock Bowers too. We didn't do well through the air second half of the season, and if we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year, we gotta throw the ball a little bit better. I legitimately don't think Peyton Crocker caught a football once Xavier Worthy took over. I wish I could fix that in this simulation. Just because Xavier Worthy came in as a slot receiver, this guy didn't play a snap again. It's like all these guys who caught 0 balls, like they shouldn't like catch 0 balls, dude. It's because he's the 4th receiver doesn't mean he's not gonna see a single catch the rest of your dumb game. Now defensively, who took over? I already see some craziness. Max Crosby, 19.5 sacks. Oh my God, what an incredible pick this human being was. And even Hemingway kind of came on second half of the season, ended up with an extra 4.5 sacks last time when we checked. But Lyle, no shot he did not win Defensive Rookie of the Year. The big boy was true to his name. 13.5 sacks from the defensive tackle position is crazy work. Josiah Stewart, we got him for Gino Smith, dude, and he comes in with 11 sacks, which surely he's up well into the 80s. 83 overall as a 23-year-old. So even if we don't win it this season, he's just going to get better next year. And would you look at that too, man? 2 of our signings in the offseason, leading us tied in tackles, 123 on the year. Oh, I'm excited to see some stuff, boys. Before we go check what some of the other players progressed to overall wise. MVP goes to Joe Burrow for the 2nd straight season. We unfortunately didn't have anybody in the top 10. I will say this upsets me a little bit. Tyrone, I could have traded up for him, but hey, everything's fine. They're the 1st round pick. I just wondered though how many games we actually would have won if we had a quarterback like Tyrone putting up those numbers. He probably won Rookie of the Year, unfortunately. Coach of the Year, how does Jonathan not win Coach of the Year? I earned the 1 seed over the Patriots. What do you mean? We went from 4-13 to 13-4 in the 1st round bye, and you give Michael the Coach of the Year? I mean, John Madden came back from the dead, brother. He brought the Raiders from 4-13 to 13-4, and like, what are we doing? Dumb game, bad game. Ginty got some Offensive Player of the Year votes. Defensive Player of the Year, Shirley win to... What are we doing? TJ Watt, I'm guessing, ended with 45 sacks. And, oh man, our defensive tackle didn't even get top 10 Defensive Player of the Year votes. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Derek Clinton. We had our quarterback come in 5. JT Clifford, backup running back, right behind him. Defensive Rookie of the Year surely goes. What are we doing? How's Nick Castillo finish ahead of a guy with 13.5 sacks? I gotta see. I gotta see what's going on here. I mean, Tyrone did have a good year. I mean, that's fair. Okay, TJ Watt, 21.5 sacks again. That's fair. He had 9 sacks, dude. What do you mean? 9 sacks, 17 tackles for loss? What are we doing? How do you only finish with 2 tackles for loss? Like, what is this game? Triggered, not gonna lie, very triggered. Will make me feel a lot better though if we can just win the freaking Super Bowl here. But before we start our Super Bowl run, I do want to see how some of our players progress throughout this 1st season. Most importantly, our quarterback, Aaron Spencer, up to a 79. My target was at least 78. He met that threshold, got a little more. Now, Ginty up to a 99 with his morale boost, an actual 94. That's great. Brian Thomas up to an 87. Worthy up to an 85. Ooh, Devontae down a little bit, but he's still an 86. Legitimately. This right guard is a freaking monster, dude. Up to an 88 for the playoffs. Brock Bowers up to a 96. Dude, not gonna lie, loving life here in Las Vegas, man. Max Crosby up to a 99, well deserved. Stewart up to an 83, as we already saw. Boss is up to an 83 as well, you crazy boy. Taylor Britt up to an 85. Porter up to an 82. Man, like I said, even if we don't win things, our team's pretty much locked in for next year. We're just gonna get even better. Now, I'm not gonna lie, boys. I don't feel like I'm gonna get a good matchup that I like in the 1st round because the Dolphins already beat us as a 7 seed. The Chiefs are a 6 seed, but I don't care. They can easily beat us. And the Broncos already beat us. So, more than likely, we're gonna play a team in the divisional round that already beat us this season. So, I mean, pick your poison. I would like to think we wouldn't lose to the Dolphins again. And it's the Dolphins. Of course it is. The 8-9 Dolphins. If we lose to the Dolphins, I'm going to lose my mind. I gotta do some research. How in the world did we lose to the 8-9 Dolphins? To be fair, it was away from home. We lost by 8. Offense only put up 13 points. We only put up 252 yards of offense. Spencer with a stinker, man. Gotta be better. So I just beg, dude, after all that, can we please not get first rounded? A win here, and we automatically advance into the AFC Conference Championship game. I beg, and we win 24-13, and now we had to play the Denver Broncos, who I already said already beat us this season. But at least we took care of one team that already beat us. And again, they outgained us, but our defense is balling the frick out. Spencer was fine. 1 pick, but he's fine. Genty, great game. We limited them on the ground. Worthy, what a pickup he was. And we got after Tua, man. About 4 sacks as a team. Let's keep it rolling, boys. A little scared, though, dude. Broncos on a tear right now. Beat the Jags by 8 and just took down the Kansas City Chiefs. But again, last time we played the Broncos at home, we won. But at the same time, keep in mind, I told you guys, I just recorded a video the other day where I played the Broncos as a 17-0 team, I think in the same exact situation. No, they beat me as a 7 seed in the divisional round. Now I'm even more worried. Oh, God, lock in, simulate the Super Bowl. Come on. Can we do it in just 2 seasons of asking? No, we can't. I hate it all. I hate everything. What is this game? What are we doing? 28-17. Why? Why do the Broncos own my soul right now? Sean Payton, I hate your guts. Oh, we're letting Bo Nix throw for 300 yards on me. Like, we couldn't do a gosh dang thing, man. You know what? Screw it all. Get me out of the season. I'm going 17-0 next year. I am making it my life freaking mission, boys. Next season, to beat the Broncos both times we play them. That's what you get, idiots. Wait. Why is it saying here John won Coach of the Year? Is this game dumb? I gotta take it all in. The Broncos are the bane of my existence right now. But let's see if anybody's dev trait increased a bit this offseason. Genty up to X Factor. That's a dub. Devontae retired, boys. Devontae's gone. And wait, why did Spencer go down in overall? How does this work? Like, what do you actually mean? Brother, he's a superstar rookie quarterback. He's 22 years old, and he's going down by 2 overall? This game's gonna make me bust an aneurysm. It's going to turn me into a moose. Looks like Batonio retired too. But outside of all that nonsense, fellas, it looks like didn't really have any other action on the dev trait front. How Boss didn't go up to superstar after putting up 13.5 sacks, I don't know. Gilmore, Vanoy, Kirk Cousins, Batonio, Devontae all retire. But fellas, time to lock in for this offseason, because I'm angry. Let me tell you, Madden simulation system, you don't mess with RBT when he's angry. You're not gonna like me when I'm mad. RBT and John Madden together coming for that Lombardi next season. With another $136 million to spend, boys, we're about to get frisky. 9 players to negotiate contracts with first, though. If Brock Bowers absolutely accepting that 5th-year option. Same thing with old Brian Thomas, and that's a lot of money. Oh, God, having to accept 3 5th-year options all at once, man. We're going to be broke when it comes to this season. Now, to be fair, all these guys can walk, but I do obviously want to bring back Jeremy Chin here, but he does not look like he wants to be a Raider much longer. Which, to be completely fair, I feel like he's pretty easily replaceable, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. I'm not going to be crazy. I'm just going to offer him exactly what we can, and okay, but what's the point in all that? But with that, fellas, it's time to roll in free agency, and let's hope we can have just half as successful free agency as what we did a year ago. I mean, we have $130 million to spend. And before we do check who's available out there, I mean, it could be a stinker of an offseason, but we obviously need a better left guard. So, I don't know, Madden's such a dumb game, dude. Last update it did, every time like you generate best lineup, it's like the backups come in at certain positions. It's just dumb game. But I mean, I guess Rodgers could be fine if we need him to be. But I mean, I'd rather upgrade if possible, replace Joel Batonio there. We could use another receiver if possible, but remember, we still have a ton of draft picks this upcoming season too. And defensively, honestly, I mean, we don't need anybody. Like, if there's somebody out there that's like a super high rated free agent, we can afford them, obviously I'll sign them if possible, but I'm not gonna be crazy, not gonna just spend money to spend it. And again, for all I know, this free agency might suck, which, Oh, boys, I feel like we get a little crazy here. Trent McDuffie, you are absolutely getting a contract offer. 5 years. I'll give you some crazy money. He's super interested in joining us. Like, he's one of the best cornerbacks in the entire league. And I'm hoping to God, there's multiple teams that want him. The Super Bowl champions want him. And Mike Vrabel, who stole Coach of the Year from me, wants him. We're going to get him. Abso-freaking-lutely. You know what, actually? I'm going to give you another offer. I'm going to bump it up a little bit more. Paying a cornerback $30 million this season is nonsense. But don't care. We have the money to spend. We now have the #1 offer. And again, Zay Flowers. Now, the problem here is I feel like we already have a Zay Flower-esque receiver in Xavier Worthy. But does Madden care about that? Don't think so. Let's add ourselves another 90 rated receiver. Give him a 5-year deal. Hopefully, you can land both of those guys, which we currently are the #1 offer. At the same time, I do want to offer Elgton. #1, that's an incredible first name. Secondly, we can sign him, then maybe trade away Connor McGovern for something. It's all about being strategic, especially when you have the money to spend. 2 years is fine. Hopefully, nobody else offers them. Oh, the Jets. You know what, Elgton? I want you quite badly. I'll give you a little bit more moolah. Hopefully, this brings our offer up to 5 stars. Elgton's being stingy. Besides, with the Jets, his IQ's lower than what I thought anyway, and I don't want him on the team, so that's fine. Outside of that, though, really not too interested in anybody. Oh, I forgot we do need a left guard. There's somebody there. Oh, that's rough. So what we might need to do, fellas, is our trade next season will probably be trying to get ourselves an all-pro left guard. Now, again, since we have the money to spend, just sitting there $60 million, why not sign a few players on 1-year contracts? We don't need Marlon Humphrey, but he could be good for a year. And I guess maybe I could sign Mekhi Becton just in case we don't get ourselves a left guard in a trade. He can kind of be a backup option here. But I don't want to give him anything more than a 1-year deal. Hopefully, it doesn't keep him from wanting to stay. I'll overpay. And we're leading for him by far. Now, we don't have a Sam linebacker in the entire roster. I don't know if that's really hurting us, but I'll sign Noah here. He's going to be extremely cheap, so I'll give him a 5-year freaking contract. And I think that'll do it for now, boys. Not going to go way too overboard. So again, the goal here really, if I can just land these top 3 guys, I'm 100% okay with it. Marlon Humphrey, Becton, Noah Sewell, that's kind of a little bit extra. I'm not going to lie either, fellas. If you don't choose to sign with me, I kind of lose respect for you. Do you want to be a winner, or do you want to go and live in New York, dude? Taxes are terrible. Here we have it, the ever important button click. And incredible news. We get 5 out of our 6 targets. Unfortunately, it does look like we had Zay Flowers decide to join the reigning Super Bowl champions. Get out of here, bad decision, moron, idiot. But we do land arguably the best cornerback in the entire game. Get a brand new starting center, good cornerback depth, backup option at offensive guard, and genuinely one of the highest rated Sam linebackers in the entire game. So I would say a 9 out of 10 free agency once again. Gonna prove to Zay Flowers that he's a low IQ moron. And as we approach the NFL draft, very curious to see what the mock has us going with, as we obviously are drafting late in the first round at pick number 30. Has us going guard, which I guess makes sense considering we need a left guard. But it's tricky because we don't have many holes, and I'm not real sure how much a rookie left guard would help us this next year when we're trying to go all out win the Super Bowl. I guess I'm probably just going to go best player available this draft. Time to lock the frick in. As again, it sucks. We pick all the way here at 30. Not going to lie, I actually definitely want to go with wide receiver. Only one guy left that's projected to go in the first round, and he's strong, and his ratings actually look pretty garbage. Ooh, my eyes kind of drawn to this Matt Teal fella. He looks so much better than that first round projected wide receiver. His physicals, look, it's pretty good. 4.4. That's probably 95 speed, if not a little bit higher. I know it says projected 3rd to 4th round, but you know that doesn't matter. Out of all the other receivers I looked at, he by far looks like the best. Matthew Teal, I'm projecting a top 15 player. Matt is going to come in as the 9th best player in the entire class. Genuinely didn't expect that. Speed burner comes in, hidden dev, 97 speed. You know what this makes me want to say? Screw you, moron. Now, what talent still here for us here in the second round? I'm not going to lie. If there's not somebody that jumps out at me in this draft, I am definitely okay with trading back and maybe even trading picks for next year's class, because I want to make some crazy trades at the beginning of next year and just go all out. And I genuinely want to try to go 17 and up. I'm not going to lie to you guys, after scouring the board, I think this is is one of those spots where I'm fine with trading back or just trading away my pick for a next year pick. Because I pick again in like 5 spots. There's definitely not 2 players that I want in like the same round of picks. So let's see if somebody will offer me something kind of crazy. Seahawks offer me a 2, 6, and 7. What is this? Somebody tell me why. What are we doing? Why are you wasting my breath? Yeah, let me trade back 37 picks for nothing. I feel like the Packers definitely gave me the best offers. So let me see what I can milk from them. Okay, so don't mind this at all. Trade our 2nd from this year and then a 6 from 2029 for a next year 2nd and 3rd round pick. And again, it doesn't bother me at all because I pick again here in what, 5 picks. Now, I told you guys I was going to go best player available, and after scouring the market, it definitely looks like cornerback is the deepest position in this class. So honestly, probably couldn't go wrong with any of these guys. Maybe a Brendan Stokes or a Levante Clifford, as, Clifford definitely looks like the better of the two. 4.39, ran a 4.36 actually at his pro day, and he's one of the strongest. I think we got to do it. His man kind of sucks. He's a zone corner. What this could do, because corner is actually one of my deepest positions, if not the deepest position on my team, I could maybe take one of the corners I got in the squad now, trade them away, and improve one of the other positions we got. So Levante Clifford's going to be the pick. Hopefully not a stinker. He's going to come in as the 32nd ranked player. Got him at 68. Come on. Tell me, hidden dev, let's go. In another spot here, we have the 30th pick into the 3rd round. I pick again in 5 selections. I'm probably going to just go ahead and trade this pick away too. What are the odds I can find somebody willing to give me a 2nd round pick for next year? I had to throw a little extra in there, but I do eventually land a 2nd round pick from 2028 from the Seattle Seahawks. And again, don't mind it one bit, because I pick again here. 4th pick of the 4th round. I can already tell in 2 seconds. Like, I don't need right guard at all, but I already can tell. Oh, McDonald might be good too. Who's the strongest? He has a ton of A's, 31 reps to the bench press. Jerry Grant is a scheme fit, and he has 39 reps. He's the strongest. Yep, Jerry Grant is the pick. Abso-freaking-lutely. He's gonna come in. I'm predicting the 37th best player. Ugh, 54. Not bad. Hidden dev? Oh, it's an L. Just because I can, and because you never can have too much offensive line depth. If that guy's still there, I'm gonna take that undrafted guy just for the heck of it. McDonald's still there. Brandon, don't be a stinker. He had a ton of A's. Come in, 112 in true value. Hidden dev though, not shabby. Which means now we pretty much just have our Mr. Irrelevant pick. Feeling a little lazy. I might just go with like the fastest player left in the draft, and that's Ted Pagel here. Oh god, he looks so bad, dude. You know what, I already committed to it. He can be a punt returner or something. He's gonna come in. I mean, he's better value than the pick. He has normal dev, only 93 speed. Like, I got a 97 speed receiver in the 1st round that ran a slower 40 than Ted. But now time to reveal how good that class actually is, as I already have trade offers for Charles Grant. Draft comes in, 79 rated Matt Teal. He's definitely not the 90 overall as Zay Flowers was, but I think he'll do. Clifford came in the 3rd round, 76 overall, 74 overall Jerry Grant. That Brandon McDonald wasn't as good as Grant, but still 71 rated with hidden dev, and then that wide receiver kind of sucked, and that's just a wasted pick. As I do feel like that was a really juiced draft class, as Addison Griffin, 81 rated. Why couldn't you have been there draft 1? Oh yeah, dude. 85 rated running back taken right before us in the 1st round. There was an 83 guard, 82 center, 82 tight end. That Tom Parrish guy that the mock draft wanted me to take was 79 overall, so maybe I should have took him. But at the same time, we got 79 rated wide receiver. We're about to go get a better guard. At the start of year 3, even before making any crazy trades, team's looking fine, man. 88 rated. I mean, I'd much rather have Spencer at a 79. Don't know why he regressed at the end of his rookie season. Dumb game. But receivers looking fine. Brian Thomas at the 1, Xavier Worthy at the 2, got Teal, the rookie, coming in at the number 3. Lines looking good, although it's about to get better. And defense, dude, with the addition of Trent McDuffie, we've got to have the deepest cornerback room in the entire league, which means might free up like an Eric Stokes or maybe a Porter for a trade. Which honestly, like, the defense is fine. I wouldn't mind just playing with this defense this season, but I still feel like there's a few positions that we could possibly upgrade. All just depends on the deals out there, boys. Before we do anything, let's be smart with our free agents here. Ooh, we definitely, we'll not sign a punter. We're fine. I mean, there's an 83 rated Chase Brown just sitting there. Why not sign him for depth? If anything, keep anybody else from signing him. Specifically, was looking for a mentor quarterback. And you know what? Since our quarterback's faster, we'll sign Marcus Mariota to be his mentor. Any mentors at the wide receiver position? Unfortunately, looks like a no. I could bring James Conner back as a mentor, even though he's a freaking 73 overall. But now, fellas, officially time to get down to business. Got some trade offers for Grant. Grant, goodness gracious, maybe we trade him away. Oh my God, the Texans are offering Jaden Higgins. Oh my, like maybe we do trade him away. I guess that's actually a crazy offer. I'm kind of intrigued about this. With the players I'm officially willing to trade away here, boys. Connor McGovern, we got Elkton to replace you right now. Eric Stokes, you've been a valiant servant here in Las Vegas, but for now, I mean, look how many cornerbacks, dude. Half our team is corners. And honestly, maybe one of these young receivers here, because they're all decent year 2 receivers, but they're not going to get playing time. They're not going to progress. So maybe somebody will trade for a year 2 receiver on a rookie contract that's a 76 rated. So Peyton, I'll see you later, bro. Which the offers we're getting for that package aren't way too insane. We could get Jackson Powers Johnson right back. But keep in mind, dude, the firepower that we have at draft picks is ridiculous. Like, we legitimately have 3 second-round picks, 2 third-round picks. And I, again, wouldn't even mind trading away my first-round selection. So let us hopefully find the perfect match at the right guard position. I mean, Quentin Nelson would be great. He's 31 years old on a 1-year contract, so he'd probably still be good for another 2 seasons if we so happen don't make the Super Bowl this year. Let's just see. Let's see what they're saying about this trade offer. It's not looking too good. What if we threw in a second-round pick? How much closer does this get you? About halfway. What if we threw in another second-round pick? It's in the yellow. Do we trade away 3 second-round picks for Quentin Nelson? Let's scour the rest of the market first. Let's not be way too crazy. Tyler Smith instead. Oh, they can't afford our guys. I mean, maybe Gray Zabel, which is, Gray Zabel or Quentin Nelson. I mean, that's a 10 overall difference, and I think we can get away without trading away our first-round pick. And, like, I mean, we do have the money. I kind of want to do it. He's the best guard in the entire game. If I can get him without trading away a first-round pick, I feel like it's worth it. Maybe just trade away a third-round pick. Declined. I don't even know if 3 second-round picks will get them. It won't. That's depressing. What about, I didn't want to do this. I feel like this is boring, but I could possibly get Joe Thuney. I mean, he's still playing. He'll probably retire after this year, so it kind of sucked trading away all this for guys going to retire. But again, if trying to go 17-0, win Super Bowl this year, I mean, would it be worth it? Let's take out the wide receiver, see how it would be just like this. I mean, at that rate, man, I might as well go ahead and just get Gray Zabel. Yeah, it's not even halfway. We'll do it. We'll go get Gray Zabel. Probably trade away 3rd-round pick here. See how it's looking. Trades declined. We can now trade away 2030 picks. Throwing a 5th from the year 2030. Still declined. Screw it. Let's make it a 4th and bring in our brand new starting left guard. Looks fantastic, boys. I feel like there's still a few positions that we could possibly improve from, specifically on defense. And I'm targeting probably middle linebacker and the 2 safety positions, because I don't think our Darius Washington has increased a single overall since he's been here. I wonder if I actually could improve both safety positions, but a little finagling. So what if I traded away Washington and a couple of those 2nd-round picks for a strong safety, then I traded away Jeremy Chin and some 2nd-round picks for a free safety? How about that? Looking for the perfect fit, anywhere from like an 85 to 90 rated, preferably a scheme fit. Why do I feel like I could get Cameron Curl for really, really cheap? Because he's a backup. Why do I feel like this is about to work? No, just kidding. I'm wrong. Dumb. So after doing my research, fellas, I feel like the best target that we could potentially upgrade at for the strong safety position is none other than Jaquan Brisker. He's 28, so he will start to regress for another 2 seasons. If we trade him straight up, it's about halfway. So I feel like maybe just one of those 2nd-round picks could possibly be enough. Let's try one of the later ones, see what the Bears say. It's in the orange. So I feel like if we actually threw in that earlier 2nd-round pick, they might go ahead and accept it, which they don't. But we're getting somewhere. Trade away Dylan Lobb. They do need a running back. One of our, 7th-string wide receivers. Very close. Oh, let's not forget, we legitimately have, 15 cornerbacks. What am I doing? Did Cameron Richardson submit it through? That's just ridiculous. Let's go ahead, throw in a 7th-round pick and welcome our brand new starting strong safety. Boo. 7th-round pick from this year. Let's go. Now time to go and bring in our brand new starting free safety. Again, I know I just re-signed Jeremy Chinn last offseason, but we can easily absorb those cap penalties right now, especially to make the team better. Now, I do wonder if I put myself into a little bit of a pickle because nobody out there wants Jeremy Chinn outside of the Bears themselves because we just took their strong safety. But, like, I'm wondering if I just get a pick from them and I use the pick I get from them in a trade to bring in a new free safety. Like, what? Would they give me a first round pick? No, but it's very close. Now, we do have a million cornerbacks, like I already mentioned, like legitimately like 12, 15, 30, I don't know. We have Kelly, who we re-signed on the cheap after the first season, but he's just never gonna play ever. So maybe that can help us get a little bit closer to a first. It's in the green. And again, if we're just being totally honest, these guys aren't gonna play. They were great finds, especially Crocker late in the draft, but he's just not gonna play. If any of the young guys are gonna play, it's gonna be Joey Mercado, the former first round pick. Throw in Peyton. See if we can bring in a first round pick. It is so close. Let's go bring in a first round pick from Chicago Bears to hopefully bring in a superstar free safety with. Throwing a 6. Hopefully it's enough. Like, what is that? 7th from 2030. There it is. And grind is something here, fellas, with Malachi Starks from the Ravens. He has 2 more years left on his cheap rookie contract. I am kind of at the point where I don't have any players I would be willing to really throw in there. Unless, I mean, I do have a ton of guards. And also could throw in one of these defensive tackles, sign another one for depth at a free agency, and then go back to all the cornerbacks I have. Maybe throw in Triqueezy Bridges. And there it is. Malachi Starks, the Las Vegas Raider. Now, safety definitely looks better. I wonder if it's still possible I can upgrade at middle linebacker. But quickly, in the meantime, I still do need some depth at defensive tackle. Well, we can sign Sebastian Joseph Day here to be a little mentor. And I still also do need depth at safety. So, oh, Kevin Byard coming over. Can't believe he's 34 years old, probably gonna retire the next few years. Never got his face scanned. It's fine, though. It's fine. Need to bring in a strong safety. How about Isaiah Simmons, a converted linebacker? Oh, and almost forgot, we do need to sign ourselves a left tackle, which we shall go with Brady Christensen, I guess, just because he's the highest rated. You might ask, why do we so desperately need to sign a backup left tackle? Because I forgot we need to trade this guy away because the offers that we're getting for him are just ridiculous, dude. Like, I just, like, part of me just feels like I need to accept this Jaden Higgins deal because he's just a 24-year-old wide receiver and they're also offering me a 5th round pick. Like, I wonder, do I make this deal and then immediately trade away Jaden Higgins? Like, and just take that extra 5th round pick? So I feel like I'll get more value to trade for Jaden Higgins than Charles Grant. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Now, if it wasn't for the rookie receiver he drafted, I'd probably keep Jaden Higgins, but I'm going to let him get some playing time, hopefully turn into a stud, and see if maybe we can improve upon Nakobe Dean here. Again, not looking for much, maybe just like 87 rated Terrell Bernard. Carson Swinesinger would be insane. Do I do it? He's one of the best young linebackers in the entire game, dude, and we do have 2 second-round picks remaining. I'm going to do it. It's in the green. Don't forget, we still have our 5 million cornerbacks to trade away. Kalen King, submit it through. It's in the green still. Go to 4th round pick from 2029, still declined. 5th rounder from 2030. This is so much more than what I wanted to trade away, dude. But I'm like too in the moment right now. 5th rounder from 2028. Like, what is that? It's like, what are we doing? What I probably can do, though, is throw in a 4th from this year instead of that 5th. And then we can milk out as much as possible. Maybe bring in a 6th and 7th from the Browns. Submit the trade through. Declined again. This just makes me want to puke. Makes me want to puke. Bring in the 7th round pick. Trade is accepted. I got a little bit too in the moment there, but we literally bring in one of the best middle linebackers in the entire league. And what's crazy, from all that improving we did, I still never even used my 1st round pick. So what I might do here is trade to week 9 and get to the trade deadline. And if we're having like an undefeated season, maybe just sit put. But if we're a little iffy, maybe, I don't know, like 5-3 or something, use that 1st round pick and make sure we get better so we can legitimately go on a Super Bowl run. Guys, I must have misclicked. As you see, we're at the end of the season and we got a 1st round bye. We're 14-3, so not gonna lie, a little anticlimactic. Didn't mean to do that, but not asking questions. I am very upset. The Broncos made the playoffs. As it looks like we were dominant, dude. 3 more wins than anybody else in our conference. So will this finally be the year that we win the Super Bowl? I unfortunately didn't go 17-0, but as long as we beat the Broncos both times we played them, I'll be a happy camper. Beat them week 1 by 10, lost to the Chiefs. Thank God they didn't make it. Then we beat the Broncos. We lost to the Broncos second time. Oh, God, dude. Same thing happened season 1. We split the season series, won at home against them, lost away from home, then lost at home in the playoffs. Let's hope to God. Who do they have in the first round? They have to take on the Bills. Let's hope to God Josh Allen takes care of them. Yo, big improvement from the offense, finishing second in the NFL. Defensively, almost finished top 5. Improvement from our franchise quarterback, Aaron Spencer, 4,200 yards, 38 touchdowns, single-digit interceptions with a perfect completion percentage. Genty, still phenomenal. Little step back from last year, but that's still great numbers. 1,498 yards, 5 yards per carry, 13 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy carried the ball 3 times, fumbled twice. Get him out of here. Speaking of Worthy, how did he and his fellow receivers do through the air? Brian Thomas, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Ooh, that rookie Matt Teal, 15 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Incredible reception number, as did Xavier Worthy, 69 grabs, 828 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brock Bowers putting up good numbers, as is Genty through the air. Even our backup tight end getting a little action this season. Now, how about Max Crosby, 20 sacks. Surely this year he won Defensive Player of the Year. Josiah Stewart, same thing, 2 straight years, double-digit sacks, as did Lyle Boss. And still, Tonka putting up some decent numbers from the D-tackle number 2 position. Look at Swinesinger, exactly why I wanted him, man. Led us in tackles and led us in interceptions. MVP this season goes to Josh Allen, who hopefully will take down the Broncos. We did have Aaron Spencer, though, coming third. That's what I'm talking about. About time. Why didn't this happen last year? Dumb, idiotic, stupid game. John was always the deserving winner. Now, AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Genty, with our rookie coming in 6th. So I wonder if that means he won Rookie of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Max Crosby, as I'm talking about. Now, Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Matt Teal. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Connor Brooks. We were so freaking close to sweeping all the awards, dude. But man, what a freaking performance, dude. Can we cap it all off and help John Madden bring the Raiders their first ever Super Bowl in Las Vegas? But first, how the squad developed this season. Aaron Spencer up to an 88 overall. That's an 11 overall increase this season? I don't know where this was last year. He would be at a 90 if he didn't regress for whatever reason after his rookie season. But hey, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Sooner rather than later, Aaron Spencer, what a freaking dog, dude. Genty already up in the 99 club, and Brock Bowers is about to join him. Brian Thomas up to an 89. Matt Teal all the way up to an 86 already. Xavier Worthy, 87. So we literally have 3 receivers, 86 rated and above. Offensive lines developing as expected. If we look at the team overall, man, 93 rated. 95 overall, the 92 defense. And speaking of the defense, looking at progression here, Max Crosby still in the 99 club. Swinesinger almost a 90. Josiah Stewart an 86. Devin Bush has actually gone up and overall up to an 85. Boss almost in the 90s. Trent McDuffie joined the 99 club, so we have 2 99 club members on defense and pretty much got 2 99 club members on offense. Come on, dude. 93 overall team. 4 99 club members. We have got to win the Super Bowl this year. Come on, though, dude. I beg. I actually beg. Do not, and I mean do not, give me the Broncos for the 2nd straight year. Oh, hallelujah. Please tell me they got knocked out. They did. Fellas, we are well on our way to a Super Bowl berth. Now, can we get past the Patriots? We already beat them in Foxborough by 17, dude. There's absolutely 0 shot we lose here. If we actually earn 2 consecutive first-round byes and both times lose our first game to a team we beat in the regular season, I'm going to lose my mind. Not going to happen, though, because we are going to advance in the conference championship game to take on the Bills. Thank God. 28-13, and I'm not gonna lie, I was wrong there. I had a brain fart. It's 4 o'clock, 4:20 actually in the morning, funny enough. Been at this about 5 hours. We didn't lose game 1 to the Broncos year 1. Lost to the Broncos in the AFC Conference Championship game. So, Can we please not do that again this year? Bills are good, though. Bills, good team. They beat the Broncos for me. Now we got to beat them. Now, did we play the Bills in the regular season? No, we didn't. Round 1 of the playoffs. Took care of Mike Vrabel, Drake May, the Patriots, 28-13. Very similar score to the first time we played in Foxborough. Aaron Spencer, fantastic game. I don't know why in the playoffs, like, we give up so many passing yards. Don't like that. On the ground, Genty. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to need you to do that here to beat the Bills in the conference championship. Brian Thomas, exactly why I traded for you. Good game from Worthy. Ooh, Teal didn't do too much. We actually had our backup tight end catch a touchdown, but now it is time. The first time in Las Vegas to advance to the Super Bowl. All you gotta do is beat Josh Allen. Came up a game shy last year. Not gonna do it again. We have made Allegiant Stadium a fortress as we are going to advance, speak it into existence. Me, the GM, John Madden, the coach, are bringing the Raiders to the pinnacle of the sport. Come on! Oh, thank God, dude, I am losing my mind. Lack of sleep, lack of nutrition, lack of hygiene, but it's all for a good reason, as we have finally brought John Madden and the Raiders to the Super Bowl against the Giants. Oh, it was close by the skin of our shaft. 22-17 over the Bills. And I'm kind of scared, though. The Giants are on a tear right now. Beat the reigning Super Bowl champions 21-17. Beat the 1-seed Seahawks in Seattle by 7. And then demolished the 2-seed Packers 33-6 in Lambeau. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. But in the meantime, who did the good things for us? We outgained them for once. Spencer with 1 pick. That's fine, though. Had a good game. On the ground, Genty again, really good game. Bryant Thomas coming up huge. They might not appreciate you in Jacksonville, but we love you here in Las Vegas. Look at the rookie, Matt Teal, coming up big. 5 grabs, 44 yards, and a tutty. And also, look who came up big. We needed him the most. Sack and a half from Josiah Stewart. Lyle Boss also with the sack, as, of course, Max Crosby. Don't forget Tonka with his half a sack. Now, can we just do it against the Giants? Now, I do want to see, before we get into this game, if we had any dev trade increases, because sometimes it happens Super Bowl week. That would be nice. Oh, Aaron Spencer, your newest X Factor. So now I have 3 superstars on offense. Anybody change on defense? It unfortunately doesn't look like it. You don't normally get many dev trade increases on defense, but who cares? Now, last thing before the inevitable happens, let's do some scouting here. I mean, I feel like our team is better. Dexter Lawrence, just a stud, 99 rated. Jackson Dart's turned into quite the beast, 95 rated, as did Kim Scattaboo. Link Neighbors, Abdul Carter, Wandale, yeah, dude, Giant, they're pretty good. So drink it in. Soak it in. You'll never see a team assembled like this ever again. It is time to right all the wrongs for this Raiders franchise. They have been deprived for so long. John Madden has ascended from the grave, and he's done it with a great purpose. To bring a Lombardi back to his greatest love. Oh, it's 7-0 just like that. Oh, God, this is gonna be stressful, boys. Giants take the lead into the second half, 14-10, 17-14. Lock in for the fourth quarter tie game. Come on, somebody make a play. Bang! We have done it. In just 3 seasons, we have taken arguably the worst franchise in the National Football League and have brought them to the pinnacle of the sport. The last 5 hours of my life playing GM for the Raiders completely vindicated with this result, as this was one of the favorite teams I have ever put together on Madden 26. Appreciate it, Raiders fans. It only takes a Frankenstein cosplay to win you a Super Bowl. So if you thought that was a wild rebuild, let me rock your world a little bit more as you click right here to watch a rebuild the Miami Dolphins, which was a nutty one.